Hello, my name is Kelly Gonzalez Torres from University of Houston Downtown. Today I'm going to be presenting about the Cuban culture. This is for my Communication 2307 class, today February 15 from 2022. Now let's discuss about the table of contents. First, we are going to know about the culture definition, then geography of Cuba, then the language, music, food, religion, curiosities about Cuba, then the summary of this presentation, and last but not least, the reference. Now, what is culture? Culture is a mixture and of diversity, language, communication, um, practices made by a common group of people based from generation to generation. Now let's talk about where is Cuba located. As you see in the pictures, Cuba is located in the Caribbean Sea. It's only 145 kilometers away from United States, from specifically from Florida, Miami, which means only 90 miles away. Also, Cuba have islands and cays, which is really interesting because when you're in the Cuban beaches, you can see little islands in the distance. Now let's talk about the language spoken in Cuba. So first we have Spanish, which is the official language, with 11 million of people who speak this language. Then we have the Creole, which is spoken by uh, Haitians, which we have the essence of Haitian in Cuba because of the slavery um, of the colonization. Also the Galicia, which is a minor language in Cuba. Then we have Lucumi, which is a major language in Cuba spoken by people who are part of the Yoruba religion, or they use have families that speak Lucumi as well. And one interesting thing about this language is that in Cuba we have words in Lucumi that we say in the day-to-day basis, and we don't even notice that. For example, Ashe, which means amen in English. Now let's talk about the music in Cuba. First we have rumba and then we have salsa. So rumba was created in the 19th century by black and mulattoes. Also salsa comes from rumba, and in every Cuban party we have to dance rumba or salsa. It's a yes or yes, we have to dance it. Then we have the Cuban food. First we have congri, caldosa, and cerdo asado. These foods are the most typical foods in Cuba. Congri is is a combination of black beans and white rice, which is a combination of which makes a allusion to the colonization in Cuba and the African slaves. Also, we have caldosa, which we make it in biggest parties in Cuba, and every neighbor has to be part of this caldosa. Then we have cerdo asado, which makes the family um, to be united because this has to be done by every family member. It takes from 6 to 9 hours to be done. Now we have the Cuban religion. We have Catholicism and Yoruba or Santeria. The Catholic people is 59% of the Cuban population, and Yoruba is only 12% of the Cuban population. And one interesting thing I would like to add to this part is that it don't matter if you are white, black, or mulatto for being part of Yoruba religion. Now some curiosities about Cuba. We have the national beer has the same color as the Cuban flag. As you see, it's white, blue, and red. And also, it's really common to see classic horse cars in the Cuban streets. And education in Cuba is free and mandatory. And Cuba have the literacy percent of 99.8. So the summary of this presentation is that it helped me out to understand more about my culture by knowing the food, the music, religion. Is pretty unique, it's pretty interesting. Thank you very much for watching my presentation, and here are the references. Hope you enjoyed this presentation.